Hi there. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the deep dive of number 9. Do you feel called to serve others, travel the world, and feel wise beyond your years? You could be a life path 9, and this is the most spiritually evolved number of all the life paths. In this video, we will cover what that means on a calendar. We will cover the symbolism and positive traits and challenges, as well as possible career paths for a number 9. But first, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell too so you don't miss any future uploads. What exactly does a number 9 stand for? Well, let's think about humanitarianism. It's a number of completion. It's about compassion, emotional depth, universal love. Number 9s have that 10,000 foot view where they can think of big global impact ideas. So not only is 9 a big power number, a big humanitarian number, a big love and forgiveness number, but it is also a cyclical number. Not only does it look like the golden spiral, but it also, each factor of 9 adds up to 9. So what do I mean by that? There's 9, there's 18, 1 plus 8 is 9, there's 27, 2 plus 7 is 9, there's 36, 3 plus 6 is 9, there's 45 and 54, and so on. So it all comes back to the number 9, which is incredible. This is such a number with spirituality, mystery, and depth. And some of the main archetypes for the number 9 as well are the healer, the artist, the humanitarian, and the mystic warrior. If number 9 is on your calendar this year, focus your time on endings and healing, completion, emotional release. It is best used for letting go of grudges or forgiving a friend or talking to that relative you haven't spoken with in years. So this is letting go of past traumas, long-term completing of projects. This is the time to button up those loose ends before the new cycle starts again with 1. So the challenges here, it can be emotional, nostalgic, or turbulent, but it is necessary to start those new adventures. It's necessary to heal those wounds before moving on. Now, if it's a month, a 9 personal month or day, clearly something shorter timeline, reflections, meditations, decluttering, spiritual rituals, closing those hard conversations, philanthropy and goodbyes, ending chapters gracefully is what the 9 encompasses. Now, a time for 9 is not ideal for starting new ventures or beginnings. That's for the number 1. So just wait an extra day or an extra year to start anything new. If you or someone you know is a life path 9, it might typically look something like at an early age, they might be aware socially or globally of big issues and maybe feel lost, maybe feel disappointed or emotional sensitivity oftentimes, but they're aware of human suffering or other issues that really affect them, and they might feel helpless or not know what to do. I did hear in the news recently that there was a young boy who didn't want any birthday gifts, but instead he wanted his friends and family to donate to a local animal shelter. That has 9 energy. They will start doing healing work, nonprofit work, seeking higher meaning. They will want to travel and explore and try to find solutions to these problems. The cycle of letting go in relationships or careers, that's going to be a constant challenge for them, is to be able to let go. Like for a 9 that can't let go, that will be one of their ultimate challenges to overcome. So when that young man or another life path 9 reaches young adulthood, they're going to try to find work or nonprofit or start their own nonprofit to help solve these problems. They may explore travel or service-based work. They may be trying to let go as they go through their life. They might struggle in saying goodbye to a career or a relationship, or certain identities that no longer serve them. So that comes with practice, that comes with time. And through middle life, they find peace through the forgiveness and the purpose driven living. And those roles often evolve into teachers or healers or philanthropists. So as they get into the later years, their legacy again will focus on giving back, working at that big ticket goals that will help all of humanity. They have these big ideas and they want to solve the problems and they want to create a lasting impact. So emotional peace and spiritual fulfillment will become the primary goals later in life. So as far as personality traits, positive characteristics could be compassion and generosity. Of course, they're always thinking of the bigger picture. They help selflessly. They are wise and intuitive, and these are the people who can see beyond the material illusion. So they see the spiritual side of things. They are often creative and expressive, often talented in the arts as well, especially with the emotional depth. They are global thinkers. Feeling connected to humanity is not just their immediate environment, but to the world. They're deeply empathetic as well, idealistic, service driven, compassionate. They're natural peacemakers. So all of these characteristics have characteristics from 1 through 8. As you'll see, there's keywords. There's peacemaker, deep thinkers, they're charismatic, they're personable. So all of these characteristics all wrap up in the number 9. So they literally are all of the numbers. Some of the challenges with the number 9, again, all the challenges from 1 through 8 are here to kind of revisit us. So this is about overly giving, like the number 6, overly giving and not quite doing the self-care that you need. This could be difficulty letting go. This is a number 9 number, and the number of completion. If they can't have closure, that is going to be a huge challenge for them if they can't have that release. They may be prone to isolation or depression if they don't have that ability to heal those wounds, heal those scars from the past if they can't have closure. They may have aspects of idealism, much like the number 1 or the number 8, where they have high expectations. They want to solve all the problems and they will do anything to do it. They have aspects of the number 7 who might be very introspective and very antisocial at some times. So all of this is coming full circle with the number 9. The purpose of a number 9 is to bring healing and understanding and wisdom into the world. They complete these cycles and help others do the same. Their patterns of loss and ending and rebirth keep cycling up. So they're often drawn to the service and the art and spirituality of the activism, of getting things done, of solving problems. And so part of that is letting go so they can move on to the next. So who are some famous life path 9s? What about Bob Marley, Mother Teresa, Gandhi, Harrison Ford? All these folks are ideal number 9s because they have deep empathy, emotional intelligence. They inspire others through their actions, through their art, through their words. They can succeed in any field that aligns with their higher purpose. So what are some other careers that are fit for a number 9? Again, let's go through it. It could be anything. So since they do wrap up with any number, any type of career they set their mind to, but specifically, we want to focus on the big global issues. So humanitarian and service fields, that could be a nonprofit director, a social worker or counselor, human rights activists, environmentalists, therapists or spiritual coach, even crisis workers, creative and expressive paths such as artists, musicians, and poets, actor, filmmaker, storyteller, photographer. These will get their message out to the masses. So being in the arts will, have their music, the message will travel long distances. Books, writing, filmmaking, all of these things, they can get a message out. Now, global spiritual fields, of course, there's teachers and philosophers, missionaries, healers or Reiki practitioners, but also travel bloggers, international aid workers. Look at Habitat for Humanity or the Red Cross. Healing services are more often than not a goal for the number 9. Again, they want to solve a problem that's out in the world. Now, some career challenges that come with this: they must avoid roles that exploit their compassion. So they don't want to be taken advantage of. They shouldn't have their message skewed in any way. They also need to be mindful not to fall into that burnout category, that overworked category. We need emotional relationships. We need some downtime. We need time to recover and recuperate so we can start that new project again. Now, some self-care and advice tips for a 9. Journaling. No, I'm just kidding, but journaling. So, of course, logging your progress, logging your days, tracking your moods, tracking your reactions, all about the emotional patterns. Of course, forgiveness and meditation is a great practice. Even letter burning. So you write out your thoughts, and then let it go. 9 is all about letting it go. So, of course, volunteer work, creative expression, and healing. A big thing is, much like the 6, boundaries. They don't want to be people pleasers. I mean, they do want to please people, but please yourself. Like, self-care is not selfish. Time alone to recharge. They need grounding practices or walks in nature. So, all in all, the 9 is here to release the past. Don't get stuck holding on to old wounds. Don't get stuck holding on to those past traumas. We need to release it so we can move forward. Live with compassion. Serve others. They have a message for the world. We just have to listen. I'm curious. Are you a life path 9? Let's bring some 9 energy out in the comments below. What have you had to release in order to grow? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you gained value from the 1 through 9 Know Your Numbers series. And of course, like this video if you like this video. Hit one of these links for more from Numerology Lab, and I'll see you there.